Hello and welcome to the Build with Bear workshop. I hope everyone's doing well. It's me, Pat Bear, here with you. We're working on the Wing Gundam Perfect Grade. For those that didn't watch on Thursday, we started the kit. We haven't done too much. I'm going to wait for a few more people to join us watching the stream live before we kick off with the build. Because, I'm in no rush. Because let's be honest, folks, we got a long ways to go. We did barely anything on Thursday. We worked on the arm because, oh, hey, Mr. Bob, welcome. Mr. Bob threw in the Bear Cave emote. I'm going to throw that in as well. If you're a subscriber, throw in that Bear Cave emote. Let me know that you're there. Matt Pasquale is hosting the stream. That's very nice of Matt. Thank you for that. So, we're working on the arm. So, here's the thing about the perfect grade. Now, we've been doing master grade, which is the 1/100 scale. Perfect grade is 160. So that is a big kit. I'm going to put this up here. This is the arm. This is how big the arm is. Hello, Last Brook. Welcome. This is how big the arm is. That's very large. So this is a big kit. This is going to be a big, tall kit. And it's going to take a while because we got a lot of stuff underneath. These are a lot of pieces just for this kit. So it's going to take a bit, but we're going to get there. We're going to figure this all out. I've got some pieces going here. So what happened is basically, wait for a few more people to join us in chat before we get in there. Most of this has just been the unique pieces. There are a few pieces, like a shoulder joint and this weird little thing that they had us build multiples of. And then the next few steps are all be like do double. So we'll have like 2 end sheets here or 2 E's. And we'll do it together. And then they'll go aside and then we'll rebuild or completely build the other arm and then add that stuff on later, which is totally cool. Totally fun, totally cool. We'll figure it all out. Yeah, I think we're going to kick it off in a few minutes. This is what our build streams are going to be like for a while now. It's going to be me building this perfect grade. Thank you, Steve Lynn, for that. I've got other kits waiting in the wings. My $10 Patreon backers will be able to vote on what I build next, which will be in a while. Yeah, because this is gonna take a bit of business, a bit of time to do. Because if the arm took an hour and a half, and getting used to it and finding everything and all that, that took an hour and 15 minutes, let's say. It's gonna be a ways before we work on. The wings alone. The wings are so intricate. There's so many screws. There's so many bags with screws and nuts in them for this that are all numbered and labeled. It's nonsense. Hello and welcome. All right, so let's get into it proper. Here we are. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit. Here's our table space, our workspace. I'm going to try to build stuff towards the top of the page so you can see everything I'm doing. Hello, Waffles. Hello, Ben. Waffles, good to see you. It's been a little bit. Ben, hello. So we're working on this perfect grade, and it's beautiful. The thing I keep going back to is, this is how big the wings are. These are our wings. That's the arm that's away. Well, we got a subscriber. 4 months renewal. Thank you so much. Super appreciate it. Thank you for continuing to support me. I really appreciate it. If you aren't a subscriber, hey, give me a follow at least. Set your notifications so you know when I'm streaming. If you could subscribe, that would be rad. But you don't have to. Alright, so let's get into it. So the next 2 steps we're going to build 2 of so that we have them done. I'm going to need N and E. Ooh, I'm going to need P. What is P? It's P. This. P is our rubber pieces. Okay, that's easy enough. I know where those are. Keep those aside. Hello, Drew. You're actually watching live. Well, welcome. Great to have you. Already a great bunch of people here in the chat. I appreciate it. So I'm going to do my damnedest to be able to keep up my banter and talking. I posted this on my Twitter feed. Someone made a video clip of me while I was building the Master Gundam from G Gundam, saying I would never do a perfect grade on the stream. And the reason I give is because it's so intense and intensive. And the real reason was I wasn't going to buy a perfect grade. But Steve Lynn, you went out and did it because you're a nonsense person. Yeah, so this is the Wing Gundam Perfect Grade. The photo below me is the artist representation of it. So this is how the Wing Gundam, the Wing Zero, the prototype Gundam in that series looks in Endless Waltz. So the wings have kind of a feather effect to them. We got a bunch of feathers here in the box that I'm not going to reach for. It looks rad as hell. This is a great kit. I can't believe it. Oh, Drew, you made that clip. That's so great. What a nice coincidence, Drew. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so I pulled the wrong pieces out. I've already made a grave error, but I have a little collection over here of pieces that I've pulled out that were wrong. I needed an 8, and I pulled out an 11. That's my first mistake, but whatever. It happens. My goal is to, obviously not make those mistakes, but to acknowledge them right away if I do. So luckily we caught that before we attached it to anything, so we don't have to pull it apart. As always, got my standard tools, got my snipper clips, got my file. I've got screwdrivers. I've got one screwdriver because there's a lot of screws in this kit. Will Smith is hosting. Thank you, Will. I know you're not watching, but thank you. Constantly hosting, which I really appreciate. And then I've got another screwdriver here. We won't need this flathead, but I'm going to use this as a separator. This will work well to separate pieces for when I inevitably make a mistake. All right, so we're going to pull out E8 on both sheets. I'm going to make sure that I'm pulling out the right one because we're doing both of these at once for some reason. Not really sure why. Not ready to do the other arm yet, but whatever. We'll do that. So we pulled that out, and we are going to do the same on the other one. Thanks for joining me tonight. Very excited to build this perfect grade. I want to let you know I'm going to mention it several times in the stream so that the most people possible can hear. But I'm doing a bonus stream on Monday. So this coming Monday, I am streaming video games. So it won't be a build stream. I've been wanting to for quite some time do a bonus stream for folks, and it felt like this was the time to do it. So so I'm doing a bonus stream. It's going to be me playing some games. I think it should be very fun. It goes like that. It snaps in place. All right, so I did this wrong. So let me do it right. So it's going to be an afternoon bonus stream on Monday. I'm going to stream from 3 p.m. Eastern to 5:30 p.m. Eastern. I might drop after 2 hours, but I think 2.5 hours is going to be good. It'll be like the longest stream I've ever done. But playing games is very different from... all right, so we did these. We're going to put these aside. Playing games, in my estimation anyway, is very different from building. It takes a lot less of my focus to be able to do that. So I'm going to play some Hearthstone. My setup's a lot better than the first time I tried to do that on stream. So I'm going to play some Hearthstone, show off some very silly, goofy decks that I love playing. I play a lot of Wild Ladder, and I have some decks that are very fun for that. So I'll show that off. And then I'll also maybe play some Jackbox games with people. Specifically TKO and Quiplash. Those are very fun games. So I figured if there's people in chat in the afternoon, because I know it's an afternoon stream, so it's tough for some folks to be available. But if there are people in the chat that want to play along, I will. We can do TKO and we can do Quiplash because obviously I own the game, so you don't need to own it to play it. But I thought that would be fun, a fun kind of bonus. I want to do those like once a month at least. So that is the plan for Monday, and I'll show off a lot of cool Hearthstone stuff. Trying balloon trip of love on the DS. Those are so many words. That's a great name. Ripened Tingle's balloon trip of love. It's just like a great name for a video game. It's too much. It might be too much of a name. All right, so I gotta snap this in place here. Trying to get this locked in right. There we go. Got it. And I gotta build 2 of these, so I'll build another one. The other part, our other sheet. So my computer here, it's pretty good. I mean, I got a 970. My graphics card's good. CPU kind of on the low end, not great. I built this computer in 2012, so it's showing its age, but it can definitely stream with one webcam Jackbox games very easily, and what else? What other games? Oh yeah, so like Jackbox games, no problem. Hearthstone, put it on decent settings, no problem at all. I wouldn't want to try to stream PUBG. I think that would probably be too much for my computer to deal with. Um, oh yeah, Tingle. That's right. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, I know Tingle. I know of the Tingler. That sounds cool. Hope it's fun. But yeah, I thought that would be a fun game to play. A couple games to play. Hearthstone. I can say, hey, we're building something, right? I'm building decks. I'm showing off the decks that I built, right? It kind of counts. Mostly, it's just an excuse to play games with people and to do a couple bonus streams because I think that'll be fun. I've been meaning to do that. Obviously, I want to start streaming 3 times a week as build streams, but I can't do that until I hit my Patreon goal of $150. I'm at 104 because I have to justify. I just did my taxes today, finished up paying all my taxes, and I'm not ready. I figured it out that I am not ready to claim that I am. That's H. Not ready to claim that I am self-employed. Don't make enough money, don't spend enough money to consider this a job. This is just extracurricular activities right now, which is fine, totally fine and totally cool. But at a certain point, my Patreon, maybe YouTube, someday YouTube, and Twitch things will actually mean that I am getting enough of income that I'm going to have to do my taxes about it. But right now, it's just a fun thing I do, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. Because I've been doing this. I've been streaming since July. Yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta keep those schools and roads open. Totally right. Yeah. No. I like doing my taxes early because I don't have to think about it. And then theoretically, because I'm doing direct deposit, I get paid earlier, and then when I go travel to Boston and have to spend money to stay in a Boston hotel, I don't break the bank immediately. I mean, I'll still break the bank because Boston is incredibly expensive, but the hope is that I'll save a little bit of cash by doing that. Yeah, so that's usually my refund. A lot of my refund goes to my Boston trip because it's the beginning of the year. So yeah, I did my whole taxes thing, and then I'm sure next year I'm going to have to pay some money out for my earnings on Patreon and Kickstarter, not Kickstarter, Patreon and Twitch and all that. I'm assuming anyway that I will hit the level where that will be necessary. But who knows? Yes, PAX makes your bank. My bank account is always a little rough around PAX West. I mean, I've done fundraisers to be able to afford to go. It's just an expensive weekend. I'm hoping to get some sponsorship from the fine folks at Oni. They are bringing me out to Emerald City Comic Con this year, and I am hoping that is the beginning of a beautiful partnership between the two of us, which will also enable me to go cool places and not have to pay it all on my own. And then they'll get quality hosting content. That's the plan anyway. I'm running a panel. I'm going to promote it later, but I'll be at Emerald City Comic Con Saturday night running a game panel. We'll be playing Secret Hitler with some Oni writers and artists. That's going to be rad. And I'll be doing some videos for their YouTube channel, letting people know what's going on in the world, and what's going on with Oni at Emerald City Comic Con. So I'm excited about that. It's something I've been wanting to do, that kind of thing, for a very long time, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to do it. And Oni is a fantastic company. If you like Rick and Morty, the comic is great. If you loved Invader Zim, that comic is great. Scott Pilgrim, of course, a classic. Oni just makes great stuff, and they're all the people involved are real good and cool and nice. So I always try to support them if I can. Um, yeah, I'm excited about it. And then, yeah, like I said, the hope is that by doing this with them, I'll be able to travel more to help them out with other things, and then also to, for myself, selfishly, be able to go to more conventions because I love doing it. I'm not doing anything personal. I'm not doing like 404ing it or anything else like that at Emerald City. It's my first time going to Emerald City, so I wanted to focus. I am doing, and of course I'll put a link in later, um, a friendshipping panel. Jen and Trin invited me to be on their panel, which is how to be a human. That's what that's called. That should be cool. I got to remember to do this more over the table. I apologize that I'm not doing it as much over the table as I should be. All right. So yeah, if you're building anything tonight, if you're doing any painting, the usual. If you're working on anything, you can always send me a tweet at twitter.com/PatBaer. Let me know what you're working on. I always retweet what people are building and doing. I love hearing from you about it. Or if you're if you're doing anything like that, always please let me know because I enjoy hearing from you. If you're working on anything tonight or just in general, it's always cool to hear. And then I'm just kind of building here. Very happy to have y'all join me. Caught up on some of the anime stuff that I hadn't watched this week. I continue to be interested in Overlord, but kind of they're making me root for good guys who aren't the main characters. The main characters are obviously villains, but we're supposed to be into them, and I don't know, they're really making me want these lizard people, lizard men and lizard women, to be okay, and I don't think they're gonna be okay. I don't know. It's still a good show. I really like it. All right, so this is the shoulder. Like this is eventually is gonna go live on this, and it's gonna be real cool looking. But right now we're putting this aside. Got a bunch of stuff to put aside, and now we're gonna build another duplicate. Building two of these. I need A and G and I. So I'll take A and G and I and H. Okay. H. Should be working on your your AT-AT, I should say. Put a new clutch in a 92 Chevy today. I mean, that's a bit off topic, Cow, but it's still fucking rad as hell. That's a cool thing to tell me. Thank you for sharing with the chat that you're working on a car. That's awesome. I mean, that's a build, right? That counts. Let's see. M I G K L I is this one. Nope, that's L. J K. Where's I? Here's J. Here's I. Found I. Okay. Two I's and two H's. Great, because we're building two of these at once. So let's do that now. I mean, I haven't had a car in years. I didn't do much tinkering with my cars. I can change oil. I can change a tire. I can do a few things. Change a battery. That's the sorts of stuff. But I don't have the knowledge to, I think, take out an engine. I don't think I could take an engine block and work on that. That's a bit beyond my knowledge base. But yeah, simple car maintenance stuff I got pretty good at for my years of driving. I miss it. I have not had a car in some time, and occasionally miss it. Wish that I had one. But I live in New York, and the subway is awful, but still cheaper. So kind of live like that. Not too bad. Not my first one, so it went faster. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I had a couple car people growing up. A few people that were really into doing car stuff. It was not something that I ever did, and just, yeah, never really got into it. But it's very cool. Certainly think that it's cool. All right, so we need A24. Oh, green. Our very few pieces of green on this kit. Just a little height, little lightning here and there, little showing off some color. Certainly in the head, there's some green, and a few places in between in the chest. The wing Gundam is known for the circle right there at the chest. That's green. That is a known quantity of this kit. Oh, that's fun, Waffles. Yeah, side mirror. Could someone hit it? Yeah, that's fun. Alright, so that goes on here. That goes like that. And then this goes like that. And then we'll duplicate it on the other side in a moment. Cool. We're getting some stuff built here. Not 100% sure what it is, but we're building it, No, this is like the outside armor plate. So we did one side of it, we'll do the other side of it now, the duplicate. And yes. All right, here we go. Building but 1/1 scale. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working 160. When you're putting a new side mirror in, you're working 1:1 scale. And then I-12. Yeah, I kind of, I miss having a car now and again. It's certainly easier to not have car insurance and car maintenance, and it's nice not having to worry about like tires and all kinds of things going wrong. But sometimes I just wish that I could just get a car and go see what's going on, and go buy a lot at the grocery store, without having to like call a cab or something, or call a friend up. Like, it would be cool to like go to IKEA and buy a bunch of furniture that I needed, and not have to worry about the shuttle bus. All right, so need G4, and they're identical, so we can just pop those out. Uh, 350 Camaro. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Some car talk going on in the chat. Thanks everybody who's here this evening watching the stream. Always appreciate it. Chat. Even if sometimes I'm a little distracted and I'm not talking as much as I should, I appreciate all of y'all seeing what's going on, talking in the chat room. Very nice of y'all. And, of course, there's plenty of people that watch this archived on YouTube, and they just have it on the background while they do other things. And hello to you, YouTube, after the fact. I believe up until March, I'm going to be able to consistently be Thursdays, 8 p.m. till 9:30 p.m., Saturdays, 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then this coming Monday, obviously, I'm going to get that bonus coming in. But yeah, looks like for the rest of this, at least for the end of January and February, I will be able to be the times that my normal times. Doesn't look like anything's going to come up to interrupt that, which is great. Very excited about that, because I like to keep my schedule, And then of course the next day it goes on YouTube, and it a couple hours after it is available for Patreon backers to watch at their leisure. Town has less than 4,000 people in it, so I give a company living in New York City. Look, it's a little big town. I'll say that. Okay, so I have a friend I grew up with. We're very good friends for our whole lives. We both live in New York. We have very different lives. I never see him. But then there's also people that I see every day of my life, constantly, all the time. And I have run into people I did not know I've run into people who were visiting New York City for the day that I knew. I've run into people that I haven't seen in years getting a slice of pizza. It's a little big town. It really, really is a little big town. And then there are a million people that I'll never meet, that I just will never ever meet or have anything to do with, and I won't know their names or anything about them, and it's very weird. Uh, my town was small. 60, 70 years ago, there were more cows than people in North Branford, Connecticut. It's a very small little town. Uh, I like to think I'm one of the good exports, but there really isn't much exports. Most of our exports move to like Wallingford, Connecticut, which is just a bigger small town. Um, all right, so we built two of these. We're going to put them aside, and then we're going to build our next piece here, which is we're doing two. I need L again. Is this L? These are I. Okay. I'm starting to know what these sheets look like, but it takes a little bit to get a real sense of it. L. Okay, so this is L. Great, got him. Put I back. Cows here too. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a thing of like my hometown. I mean, just to be fair. So I say North Branford. I'm from Northford, Connecticut. Northford is the village in the town of North Branford. Northford is not its own town. It is too small. They would not be able to collect enough taxes to exist as a town. So it is the village. It is a subsidiary. Board Ming just subscribed. Whoa, paid money. Thank you so much, Board. Oh, thanks. It's very nice of you. We are back to 30. We dropped down to like 20 or so subscribers not too long ago. I had some early on people that were supporting me that moved on to other things, which I understand, and I'm no hard feelings. But very happy to be building up the subscribers again. So thank you for that. Welcome. Yes, if you're a subscriber, throw up that Baer Cave emote. And then for Iron, our only $10 subscriber, I keep promising a new emote, and I'm trying to be cool because the person designing it, Alexandra, had a very successful Kickstarter, and that is her focus right now. But at the same time, I want my new emote. So I'm going to bug her on Monday about that because I want to get it in. I want to have that new emote in chat. Hopefully soon that'll be there. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you don't get to see the cool emotes. Like, I'm sorry. You miss out on very cool emotes. You don't get that. You don't get the chat. I guess you can watch the VOD on Twitch, which I have a decent quality VOD go up. And that has the chat archived. But, what we got here? I've been lurking for weeks and wanted to give a little because it's so much fun. Thank you so much, Board. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's been able to support me. You know, people use their Twitch Prime token with me. I think that's great. Some people, you know, have used it for a couple months and then moved on to other people, which is fine. I understand that. But yeah, folks that are able to support me, especially via cash money, it's wonderful, and I thank you very much for that. All of it goes back into me building. Like I said, you know, working on my taxes. I'm not ready to be self-employed on this. Haven't made enough for that, but it all goes back to building and buying kits. When I got my first Twitch check, I immediately bought a kit to build. Yes, Count. Yeah, Alexandra is doing light novels and has a light novel in the works that they are building, that they are getting ready for. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what these are. I think these are connectors for the shoulder piece, so I'm putting them aside. Now we're going to build the hands. That's fun. We got to get the arm back, and we're going to attach some hand. And then we'll put some other stuff over it. So I need E11. Let's start with E11. That's B. I'm going to need B in a minute, so I'm just going to put B aside. Here's E. All right, we found it. Wants to buy a house, hoping to have some extra cash for your Patreon. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, buy your house. Like, you know, like I said, this is all really fun stuff. I would love to hit another to hit that 45. I mean, it's not 45 more dollars. It's 46, but it's more than that by the end of it. But I would love to hit my goal on Patreon of $150 a month, so that I could do 3 streams a week and do that weekly afternoon stream, because it most likely would be on a Monday afternoon or a Tuesday, but I'm leaning more towards Monday. So he would start their work week with some people for lunch, some people for dinner, depending on where in the world you are. I think that would be very cool. Okay, so I need a bunch of fingers here and M. I need M and O. We have not used anything from M or O, so I have to dig around and find them. I believe they're over here. Oops, I knocked something over, so if I can't find a sheet, it's that one. This is N. Okay, so these are N. Here's Q. Here's O. Okay. Oh, I mean, they're fingers. Here's O. And we need M. So we need an M. Here is an M. Great. We did it. At some point, we're going to take a break, and I'm going to reorganize my sheets. I've been looking online for some solutions, some like file dividers. I have one on my Amazon wish list that aren't necessarily perfect for the job, but will do the job of helping me out and allowing me to be better organized for my sheets, especially a project like this. So this kit, I mean, this is, like I said, this is a 1/60 scale. It's a lot of layers. It's a lot of intricate pieces. It's a beautiful nonsense kit that I can't still am a little surprised and shocked that I'm building. I didn't, I mean, I still have one other perfect grade on that wish list, like I said, but I wasn't expecting to ever really build something off of it. I always hoped that maybe someone, I mean, I also didn't think anyone's going to buy that Millennium Falcon. That was kind of a joke, to put it out there, to be honest. Like, I wasn't expecting it. I'm thrilled by it, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't necessarily expecting people to ever buy anything from that. It's very nice of them. I put up another, I think I sent that out to everybody. I don't know if actually I made that. I might not have made that up today. Okay. So I have to I put out yesterday a mailbag video, and I don't remember if I made it live for everybody, but I have another mailbag video. I got 2 more kits in the mail, which is awesome. Very excited to build those kits in the future. But as I said, it's the future, because the present is this kit, and it's going to be a while. All right, so we're going to build some fingers here. We'll put some fingers in first and then put this on there. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So all of these fingers here. Be a lot of trimming. All right, so we got 1. So basically, I'm going to pop these out, and then I will do my due diligence to kind of file them down. I'm just going to try to get them out of their holding here. There's a lot they're really put in here. Let's see. So that's 1. Whoops. Come on. Anyone going to watch the Rumble tomorrow? I'm going to be at work tomorrow evening, so I will have updates, and then I will watch it later. That's my plan. I've kind of been getting out of wrestling myself. Been watching less and less of it. I'm watching way more anime, as we've talked about on the stream. Kind of got way more into doing that and less in the wrestling, because last year wrestling wasn't great, and this year it's been better. But I do think that the Raw anniversary show was not good. I mean, the Revival has had their own problems of being injured, but like, I don't understand how you have the Revival get beat up by a bunch of old men. Like, come on, they're supposed to beat up people, including old men. You can't, like, that's not doing them any favors. It's like, yeah, they get TV time with legends, but It's not. It's not helpful. That's like a Curtis Axel spot. Curtis Axel is a goof character, like, and is never going to go anywhere. So yeah, have Kurt Hawkins get beat up by like old DX members. Oops. All right. So this finger came apart. I got two pieces here. I'm trying to snap it back together. We'll see if that works. But I love the Rumble. I think the Rumble is a wonderful format, and so I am interested in it. Oh yeah, I mean New Japan is fantastic. Uh, um, Wrestling is stupid and dumb, and I love it very much. But the Rumble is like my favorite thing in it to watch. I love a good, I love a good Rumble, and I love a they tried and it didn't work out Rumble. I like both those things, so I'm always invested in it. Um, so I'll check it out. But yeah, I've watched a bunch of New Japan, and New Japan's on a roll and having a really good year. They've had several good years in a row. And so, yeah, I'm always checking that out. But I still sometimes wish that that, like I know more and more people now going up to the main roster, and I just have high hopes for that. Also, the Women's Rumble, I think that's fantastic. Well-deserved, well-timed. No idea how that's going to work out, but excited about it. There's so many talented women in the WWE and on the indie circuit that it's awesome for them to have their time like this. All right, so we put this aside, and let's get our hand together. These are scraps. I'm going to put them over here. Okay. Got to watch Lost Rumble live because it was the same weekend as PAX. It was a lot of fun. Oh, man. The very first PAX South, since a couple years ago, obviously, was awesome. It was awesome because PAX South is rad, and the people there were cool as hell. But also, Dan Reichert basically found a bar that closed early on Sundays and convinced them to stay open for us. And so 37, 38 people all went to this one bar together. And we all did the raffle, and people would pick entrance number or whatever, and it was such a cool way to watch the show with everybody there. I had such a good time with that. So fun. That was a great Rumble experience. And of course, it being in San Antonio this year, I am jealous, and I should have gone, and I didn't go. But even just watching it in San Antonio a couple years ago when PAX was happening that weekend was just a really fun way to watch that event. Just, with a lot of fun video game people. One of the things about that Rumble was when Bubba Ray came back. Bubba Ray Dudley came back. This is before Devon came back too. There were these dudes that kind of came in that were they were locals. This was a kind of a biker bar. And so these local dudes came in because they were like, why is our bar open? And they asked if they could stay, and we were like, sure, this is your bar. So they watched it, and one of the dudes kind of kept up, but the other guy hadn't watched wrestling in years. And when Bubba Ray came out, this giant, bulky biker dude was so psyched because he remembered and loved the Dudleys. So it was just the perfect thing for him was it's like a fucking Dudley showed up, and he was so happy. It was such a cool moment. It was really fun to have everybody there and just a bunch of people together watching that wrestling show. Like just about anything else, it's fun with people. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to separate this. I'm going to try to wedge this open again. Dan definitely has high luck. And he has high charisma, but is unaware of how to use that charisma. But Dan, yes, no, Dan Reichert has been blessed with incredibly good high rolls for luck, and he has no idea. I have a signed photo by the Hardys that he got, which he should not have gotten, because he should not have been in a VIP area at a wrestling show we both went to. But he just did it and didn't think anything of it, and then played dumb when people were like, "Why are you here?" And then he was like, "Oh, can I still do it?" And then we're like, "I guess." And it's 100% Dan Reichert for you. People just being like, I mean, all right, I guess that's not a big problem. Do it. And then he gets to do it. And he's mostly harmless. So it's not even that big a deal. All right, we're putting our hand together here. Trying to get this together right. I don't want to redo this because it's probably going to be annoying. There's so many. I mean, all of these things there's so many intricate pieces in this kit that I don't want to do any of it more than I have to. So let's put that on there. Yeah, Dan definitely has godly luck. And also like I said, sometimes he'll just do a thing and then be like, "What? Why? What was it? Should I have not done that?" And you're like, "Yeah, Dan, you shouldn't have done that." All right, so there's our hands. We got our hands. We did it. What? Wait. Oh, guys, this is Did I? What? I think I put this hand on wrong. Yeah, I don't know how'd I do that? How'd I do that, folks? I think I did this hand wrong, and I wasn't planning on doing it wrong. It looks like I built the hand the wrong way. So now I have to figure out how to fix that, or if I can fix that. Okay, so even though I said I didn't want to have to do this more than once, I got to do it more than once because I definitely screwed up this hand. And I don't even know how I did that, but I did. So that's fun. Except it's not fun at all. I guess I could just build this hand again on the other side, but it doesn't lock in place. It's like connected, so I have to figure out how to... Okay, well, I messed this up. So I don't know. I don't even know how I messed that up. It's like not a thing that I should have been able to screw up. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can separate this and put it together in a way that works. All right. So if I do it like that, and if I go like this, huh? All right, folks. I'm just gonna try to put this together a different way. Nope, that's gotta go. All right, I think I know what I did wrong. So I should be able to fix this. M5 and M7. I think I put the wrong pieces together here. So let's find out. No, that's... All right, well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's not glue, so like I didn't screw it up. Maybe they did it wrong. I don't know. They didn't do it wrong. I just did it wrong. I don't know. This is M5. So it's like this. That's okay. I'm going to see if I can figure this out and see what I did wrong. I'm not 100% sure what happened here. So if I go like this, that's how this looks. And then the thumb goes like here. All right. Okay. And then got a bunch of fingers that I'm going to put on here. We'll get this together. Yeah, separator is good. I'm using right now, as I said, I'm using a Phillips screwdriver as a separator. And especially with this kind of this big kit, I knew that something like this was going to happen. So this won't be the last time that I am quickly trying to fix a thing. So yeah, don't be surprised if this is not the last one that I'm working on. All right, I think we're getting there. think we figured this out. And one more. We're going to take a break for our sponsors in just a moment. I'm going to finish this hands, and then I will put some links in the chat, and of course my YouTube as well, so that people know how to support me if that's what they'd like to do. But I want to finish this hand and get this together, so we'll do that as well. And these fingers don't like to stay in place. All right. There we go. Okay. So put that like that. Put this like this. Great. That's got to be on first. So we got to separate again because I did a step wrong. No biggie. Don't know who they had making the instructions. Kids supposed to would hire them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like some later kits. Now this kit doesn't have it, but plenty of later kits have instructions in English as well, which is very helpful for like notes. The real grades have a lot. I've had several real grades that have instructions in English, and that has been very helpful. Okay, we got the hand right, basically, and then I need to put one of these on, and then B2, and then we will take a break from our sponsors when I finish this whole arm, basically. B2, great. And then we're going to start working on our other arm, basically. This is rad as hell. Nylon splonger. Yes! Yes, those are Mr. Bob, you're totally right. The kind of splonger kind of things that people use for working on phones and taking apart phones and stuff like that. Those are very beneficial to use. Yeah. Right now, like I said, I'm just using this Phillips screwdriver, and it's not the best. But for a 160 scale, these pieces are pretty sturdy, so I'm not terribly worried about it. And then this goes like this, and then this goes like this, and then this goes. Where does this go? Pardon my break in talking, but seems to be I'm confused about this. Where does this go? Hold on one second. Sorry, folks. A moment here of me being very confused. So, right now, I've got my arm here, and I've got my piece here, which I'm going to attach. And then this piece sticks into the shoulder piece here somewhere. And then it that connects it, and then it rides on that. And then this piece here is going to go into the torso. But what I don't see right now is where on the kit that goes into. So this lives on here. It doesn't go there. So now we get to do the fun thing of taking things apart and figuring out where they are. So that's fun. Aha! Figured it out. There are two holes in the bottom here. I had this peg in the wrong part of that. So now I know that goes there. Figured it out. Hooray. Weird. I assembled it somewhat wrong. What an odd surprise. And I think it will actually be easier to do it like this first. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. We need to line the PG, or does it have enough detail on the box? Oh, you're working on a sand rock. That's awesome. Media Crate. So I don't do any painting. Some people do marker work. Some people do paint. I don't do anything. I think the perfect grades look fine. Now I think master grades look fine, and other people would disagree with me. But one of the reasons why I don't do any painting is because I'm not good at it. But also because, like, I mean, I think this looks bad ass and great, and I think the natural lines are perfect. Now you could hit it with a marker if you wanted to. I'm not going to tell people not to do that, but I don't think it needs it. Anyway, so all right, we've now done this. We have one arm done. That's awesome. I'm very excited about that. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. Let's talk about some links. I'm going to put some links into the chat, and they'll be in the YouTube show description as well. If you want to support my Patreon, I'm at $104. When I hit 150, I will be able to stream 3 times a week. I will do enough currency to have enough kits to justify doing that, which is awesome. Here's my Amazon wish list. Now, people came through. They bought kits. There's some Lego kits. There's some Star Wars model kits up there. And as always, so people ask now and again, they send me tweets. They go, hey, would you ever want to build this kind of thing? If there's something you would buy on the wish list that you'd like to see me build on stream, you could always send me a link, and I'll put it on my wish list if it's something that I think would be cool on the stream. Not everything's cool like that. Like sometimes people are like, hey, would you ever build, like, I don't know an example, but there might be something that I was like, it doesn't really interest me. Here we go. I don't really like Evangelion, and so I don't really want to build something from Eva. Sorry. I know people love it, but those mechs don't really appeal to me. So I don't really want to build one. In the South, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for doing that. Yes, those Star Wars bust kits, the action figure kits are very cool. And here in the chat, I just put in my coffee. All the money that gets there goes directly into me building more kits. So, we got a bump in viewers. Hello. Hello and welcome. So we're working on a perfect grade, Wing Gundam 0. This is the perfect grade. This is where we're at right now. We just took a little break while I threw some stuff into the chat for promotional materials. Also, as always, you got Twitch Prime. Give me that token. Use your token on me. If you have Amazon Prime, you should have Twitch Prime, so that way you can turn ad blocker off and you still don't see ads, but you're supporting creators. So do that. But also feel free to, give me a sub if that's something you would like to do, or give me a follow at the least, so you know when I'm streaming. The Evas are like, hello and welcome. We got a bunch of people just jumped in, which is very nice. Thank you for that. We're taking a little break to pause the cause and talk about the sponsors. Someone just sent me a thing. When too many people you like are streaming. Apparently Saturday night's pretty popular tonight with streamers, which is great. Thank you for the follows. I really appreciate it. Let me go into my phone here and see who we got here. We Still Hang in the South and the Knickers. You're all following me here, which is great. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. So the Evas aren't necessarily great kits anyway, but the source material doesn't really appeal to me. I like building things that I wouldn't love to see on my shelf. There's some Lego sets that I'd build, but they don't really appeal to me, so they're not on my list. All right, so that was good enough for break. Let's get back into it. We're gonna build the other arm right here. We did one. We're gonna do the other. Some of those pieces were built because they were duplicates, like this shoulder piece here. We did some of. So we can set this aside. We'll put it right there so we can look at it, feel great about it. What's happening? I don't know what the fuck did that guy just say? You're talking about the tweet that someone said when too many people you like are streaming? Drewbert, thank you, Drew B. Drew B346, thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Using your Twitch Prime. Somebody on my Twitter sent me a photo of like a bunch of people that are all streaming at the same time that they like. and I'm in good company. It's like Dave Lang and Nina Friedman and Danny O'Dwyer are all streaming, so that's fun. Uh, what? I gave you a shout out. The Nick Gers. Uh, Waffles. Yeah, Waffles throwing up the Bear Cave emote, which is the emote for people that are subscribers. But yes, let's get back into it. We're going to build the other part of our kit. We did one hand here. Let's get into the other hand. Starting back in the basics of this. So put this aside. So that means we're going to have some screws to put in. We're going to have some nuts and bolts. I've got to find M again. Oh, okay. Actually, what we're going to do. All right. We still hang. Yes, there's your shout out. Sorry. So, one of the things is we are going to very quickly organize our sheets because they got very disorganized. And you get to see all the sheets here right in front of your eyes. So, that's fun. So, we're just going to pull all these up here, and we'll very quickly organize these. And then someday I'll have a filing system for this, and it won't be the worst. But we'll start here, and we'll slowly put everything together. There's a lot to this kit. It's a perfect grade kit. So it's tough. There's a lot to do with this kind of kit. There are a lot of pieces and a lot of sheets and a lot to take care of. So, all right, let's find B and C. This is F. Okay, so F's here. E's here. Yeah, so this is just like, kind of trying to organize as best we can all of this together. It's a lot. But it makes it a lot easier once they're alphabetized, even briefly. Makes it a lot easier for me to find the pieces that I need as quickly as possible so that the build moves quickly. So we're going to pull M out once we find M because I know I'm going to need that. Here's B. C are our big wings. So we've got A through F done. We can put that aside. Nice and easy. You could organize by color, but since the instruction sheet are in black and white, Light Globe, thank you for following. Since the instruction manual is in black and white, you have to know exactly what each piece's color is. So I generally organize by letter. It's just the method that seems to work best for me. So let's find, that's N. I know what N looks like here. Everybody's got their own methods, and I'm not trying to say mine's better than anybody else's, but it is a method that I've found that works for me, so I try to stick with it. JKL and GH N, and we'll be done with this in just a moment, and we'll be able to get back into our building. There's I, and that would make this Q, and then that would make this M. Great. Q. Nice and easy. Shouldn't be too hard to find what we need when we need it. Like that. Great, we did it. I've got a little table here next to my build table, and so it's pretty easy. It is what it is. It is what it is, folks. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba. Ba-ba. Sometimes people really want to be a part of things, and you have to say no thanks and you have to say, "We hope you have fun somewhere else." I will say this: those that might not know this, this was tonight, right now, 10 p.m. We started at 9. We started at 9 o'clock. We're at 10 p.m. Our 50th stream. This is the 50th build stream I've done. And this was the first time that I have banned people from the chat. So that means that we did 49 where I never had to do it. That's pretty fucking cool. So I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, that's pretty rad. Yeah, time does fly. Since July. When I started doing the first couple weeks, I was just doing one a day. So it took a little while to build up to where we're at now, just by doing that one a day. All right, so let's look at M14, M13. Let's get back into it. We'll ignore that sadness there. There exists the possibility that one of those people I banned by mistake, that I think all three of those people were together here to be annoying together. But it does exist the possibility that one of them was not involved and it was just two of them. I'll deal with that later. I can always unban someone if I gotta. I may have banned someone that didn't need to be banned, but I think those are all cohorts. So we'll see. I mean, it's just a sign of doing it. I do list myself in certain categories now here on Twitter, so because I'm trying to build it a little bit, and then also sometimes, you know, I love that people. I've always loved that folks are so willing and eager to support me by telling their friends about what I'm doing, but sometimes big streamers have jerks, and when I get a shout out from sometimes those jerks follow along, and that sucks. But it's mostly fine, and I don't mind that at all. And they gave me a follow, so even though they're banned, my follow numbers go up. So thank you very much for that, jerks. And yeah, I'm very happy. This is my 50th stream. Very happy to do this. We got another half an hour or so left in the stream, because once we go past an hour and a half, it's tough for me to keep building model kits. But as I've said, on Monday, I'm doing that bonus stream on Monday where I'm playing some games. If you weren't here when I mentioned that, I'm going to play some Hearthstone, show off some really silly decks that I play in the wild format. I have a good one. This is a no-jerk zone, Drew. You're totally right. It's totally a no-jerk zone. I have cultivated an incredibly nice chat, and the people that watch that don't chat, that just watch that aren't, and the people that watch on YouTube, you're all so nice and so great, and you've been very supportive to each other, and that's been so nice to have that kind of community already established. It's been so lovely. So I don't let it get me down when there's occasional weirdness. But like I said, for the 50th stream, that's pretty good that we've never banned someone until tonight. That's kind of incredible. And of course, it happened while I was like trying to organize this stuff, so I didn't notice right away. So I apologize for that if anyone felt weird. But yeah, and those people can just go and hopefully get banned somewhere else for being weird. Hold on one second. Yeah, Cal. I mean, at some point, I'm gonna have to have mods. I've got Nightbot, which is the automated mod, and that's very helpful for people that it does automate some stuff, and that's very helpful. That's nice to have. But I do eventually need, probably, definitely, to have somebody or a couple people as mods. I just haven't done that yet. That's coming. That'll come this year as we grow, I'm sure. Ugh, first stream trolls. That sucks. I mean, that's also like, for a really long time, I didn't list myself under any category. So because I didn't want to have my chat full of people who didn't know me right away while I was getting used to streaming. Now I'm a little more comfortable doing it. It's more fun to have some strangers, some people I don't know. Because, plenty of you I don't know personally or whatever. I know you from the internet. You know me from the internet, more likely. But it is like, yeah, it is getting to the point now where sometimes I just like, okay, well, you're gonna be jerks, and you're gonna be jerks. Get out of here. I don't need jerks in my stream. I want to encourage people to build, and I want to have a place for people to relax. Folks that some of y'all seem to like my voice and like when I'm talking here, which is very nice of you. And that's what I want. I want to just have a nice, pleasant stream full of good people in the chat to keep me going, keep me company while I build. But yeah, I mean, I don't have time for trolls and jerks. I am not here. They can find me if they really want to be like, hey, you banned me. We can see if they're, they can apologize later. But right now, I'd much rather just build for all of you. Okay. So what we got going on here? Oh, Socrates! Welcome back, Socrates. 4 months. Thank you so much for that. 4 months. Thank you for resubbing. Thank you for your continued support of the channel. Appreciate it so much. Okay, so I gotta put this together. I did this fine the first time, but now that I'm doing it again, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I feel like I'm doing something wrong, which is just a weird thing. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, folks. Okay. Apologize for when I stop talking. Okay, occasionally it happens where I just run out of things to say for a moment. Towards the end of our streams, that often happens, where I just run out of things to say, or more likely, something I just can't figure out something in the build, and it takes me a second to get it done. Especially weird because I built this already on the other side. Here we go. I got it. Okay, we figured it out. We did it. We got it. And then this piece goes and locks in place. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Thank you for your continued support. So great. Yeah, occasionally I need to concentrate. I still think I'm pretty good at doing these two things at once. On Monday, I'm excited because I've only done. I did a test stream this past couple days to make sure that it looked okay. The Hearthstone looked okay and it sounded okay. So I did a test stream of that went over pretty well. And I think like playing a game like that and talking, I'm excited to do that because I don't have experience doing that. But I think over the weeks, like if you look at some of my early videos, I feel way more confident doing this stuff. Oh, so great. I hope you try. I hope you try to build. Like I always encourage people. So it's been a while since I talked about that. We can talk about that for a little bit. We got some time left here on the stream. Yeah, I can offer, like I always say, start with a high grade kit, right? High grade kit is a nice, easy thing to start with if you want to do model kit building. Buy a Lego kit. Buy a 100-piece Lego kit. Take your time with it. Lego kits have like incredibly detailed, great instructions. They're easy to follow along with. You can find what you're comfortable with, and what you're able to do. Start small, build a little 100-piece Lego kit or a high grade kit if you want to do a model kit. Like start small, take your time with it. Be okay with imperfections and mistakes because that's part of the learning process. Oh, you clip the piece out of a kit and you cut it in two. Okay, well, you're going to take a break. You're going to glue those pieces together, put a little tape on it, or you can see if you can build around it. Like, you're just going to do your best with it. So the game stream is going to be Monday afternoon, 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will obviously tweet it out as always, and that'll be archived just like everything else. My test streams usually aren't archived because they're like for 3 people, and I'm just screwing up settings and restarting. But I'm going to play Hearthstone. I'm going to play some Jackbox games with the chat. Very excited to do both those things. Uh, oh, Drew, you're gonna work on a MG Master Gundam. I love the Master Gundam. I mean, we saw it on stream. It's a beautiful looking Gundam. That blue is so gorgeous, and it's like the only thing I'll say is because uh it's a G Gundam kit. Because it's from G Gundam, there are screws in it. So just be aware of that because they're older kits. So there's probably screws in that kit. But you'll do fine. You're gonna do a great job with it. Yeah, when you have enough Lego pieces, you can always build whatever you want. Um, and you can buy like extras and go online and find some cool stuff and put stuff together. It's very fun. Uh, I believe I have Drawful. Well, we got here. One Winged Zero 84 just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, One Winged Zero. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the people that just popped into chat. We're going for another 20 minutes or so. I think I have Drawful. I think I got Drawful through Twitch. Let me do the research on that, Cal. I'm pretty sure that I have it. I got it for free from Twitch like a while back. So let me. But if I do, that could be a game we could play on stream. Be great. When Winged is now following me as well. Thank you for that. Yeah, let's throw the Bear Cave emote in there. Screws don't scare me much either, Drew. But when I first got it, it was like the beginning of the Shining Gundam kit had screws, and they were tiny, and my screwdriver was too big, and I was just starting to stream, and it was like I was so mad because like I had started with the Wing Gundam series, Gundam Wing, and there weren't screws in that fucking kit, so it pissed me off that there were screws in this one. I wasn't ready for it. All right, so we got that in there. Got that together now. Actually, let's just real quick see if I did this right or wrong. No, we did this right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Just going to put the screw back in, screw this in, tighten it up, and then we'll keep working on our kit. Just got to tighten these screws up. These screws, in there. Yeah. We're just kind of burnt out having to write and make the same prompts over and over again. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, this perfect grade has screws in it because it's a 160 scale giant thing. Most master grades don't have screws, and I appreciate that because it's just like time consuming in a way that I just don't want to deal with. Okay, so we built this on Thursday. We haven't needed it, so now we have it here. I need R2. This is R. It's a tiny little thing here. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't want to watch comedy because I do license sound for comedy as my day job. So sometimes people are like, "Hey, have you watched this show? It's really funny." Or "Did you watch this movie? It's a great comedy." And I go, "I'm sure it is. I just can't right now," which is a bummer because I fucking love comedy. But sometimes it is too much. All right, and then I need, what is that? S1. All right, I gotta find S. I'm gonna need S1. I'm gonna need L. All right, we're gonna find this stuff that we need here. We'll wrap up pretty shortly, but I'm gonna at least get some of this together. It's this one here, S1. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just, sometimes I just don't want to see, or friends will be like, "Hey, you're gonna come to our show," and it's like, No, I can't. I just need to not think about that stuff. Sometimes you just got to get away from it and relax and do anything else. All right, we got to do that, and then we got to find L7 and L8, and we're gonna get that together. We're gonna put some screws in it, and then we'll wrap up there. Uh, But yeah, thank you for everybody that subscribed today. Thanks for everybody that gave me a follow, that jumped in the chat. This has been a very cool day. Weirdness notwithstanding, but also that's part of doing streams. So I'm not beating myself up over having a couple weirdies come in looking to make trouble and looking to be annoying. Because that's how they have fun. Maybe that's how they have fun together. I wish that they would find other ways of having fun that was more constructive. I think they would have had a good time hanging out, chatting with all of us, watching me build model kits, but whatever. That's not to be. I hope they find their fun someday. Should fucking play Sea of Pirates, where you are supposed to be a team of dicks. All the videos I've seen of Sea of Pirates, or Sea of Thieves, sorry, Sea of Thieves, not Sea of Pirates. Sea of Pirates is a better name, sorry. Sea of Thieves. All I've seen from Sea of Thieves is people being jerks, but that's like gameplay. So that is a feature, is people being jerks. So it's like, well, why don't you try that? See how that feels. Before you're a jerk to me. And get this piece on here. Nope, doesn't want to go in. Why not? There we go. So we're just going to assemble this very quickly, and then we will finish up for the night. And then I'll be back on Thursday with my normal stream, but of course before Thursday, I will be, on Monday, I will be doing the bonus stream where I play video games. Yeah, it's PUBG chat, general chat. There's a reason I don't listen to that or watch that. But yeah, so I'll be back again, very soon with more game streaming, which will be fun. I'm excited to do it. And so this goes like that. This goes in here. I'm saying a lot of this goes because this step, there's a lot of tiny steps involved in this and a lot of like lining pieces up, because then I'll have to put screws in the right spot. So I am trying to get it right the first time so that this piece here, this section here, I end up redoing off camera because I realized I did it wrong. So I'm trying to on camera do it right on this side, so that I don't have to do it wrong and fix it. So we'll see if that works. And goes like that. Because yeah, I don't want to keep doing this section over again. This took a long time to do the first time, and then when I realized I had messed it up, fixing it took a long time as well. It's just a lot of like kind of intricate pieces. We're building this arm. It has a lot of movement in it, but that's at the cost of getting this right. So we're trying to do it perfect here. We're going to nail it. Everyone's going to be really excited and impressed. It's almost going to be over. So yes, I apologize for that. I might just do this all stream, but I'd like to try to finish this piece here, so I can show you how intricate and weird perfect grades are, and how I'm doing my best, but not, certainly no expert when it comes to building this style of kit, this kit here. Okay, so this goes like this. This goes like this. This goes like that. It goes like that. This is that. Okay, so I'm going to trim off a little bit of excess on here. I'm going to do that on the other side. And there we go. Okay. So then this goes like this. And that goes like that. All right. Once again, I know I'm saying this goes like this a lot, but that's what it does. It goes like that. Okay. And then making sure I put this on the right size, because that's also where I fucked up before, was I put this on the wrong part, and then it didn't lock into place. And then if I put this like this, should theoretically, everything should line up perfectly. Nope. Almost. Great. Good enough. Almost good enough. Okay. And now I'll put the screws in, and then it will be locked in place, and I won't have to worry about it. So let's get, I need a 13 screw and a washer from 14. So we're doing it. Okay. I'm getting an idea of the size now. It's a big arm. Yeah, I mean, look at this thing. Look at that. It's tall. It's going to be a big kit. It's a big, dumb kit. All right, so then we'll get our washer out here. And sorry, not our washer. This is a bolt, not a washer. Okay, so this goes like this. Then this goes in here. So yeah, so we're going to screw this in to place. And then there's another screw that goes in, and I got to find that. That's 8. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to screw these in, and then we'll wrap things up. But I'll start doing my outro while I'm just screwing things, because that's not hard to do. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday, if it's still Saturday for you. And I hope you join me for my extra one-off on game stream, my monthly kind of gaming thing that I'm going to do that's on Monday. I hope you'll be able to join me for at least some of that. And yeah, that'll be on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time until 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to do 2.5 hours on that day of just me playing video games. We'll start with Hearthstone. When the crowd is big enough and it warrants it, enough people want to play, we'll do some Jackbox party games like TKO. And we'll also do Quiplash and maybe Drawful. I'm going to see. I think I have Drawful. Like I said, I think I have it here. I think I bought it through Twitch, so I'm going to do the research and see about that. And yeah, we'll play some games. It'll be real fun, and everyone will have a good time. And that's going to do it. I want to thank you for joining me. Hope you have a great rest of your Saturday, as I said. And I will see you on Thursday for more Build with Baer Workshop. Have a great rest of your night and great rest of your weekend. Goodbye.